So, hey everybody, welcome to our Wednesday night Epic Empire call. I know we have a lot of people jumping on and a lot of people watching the recording. So welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your Wednesday night away from putting kids to bed. You're like, yes, hubby, I have a team call. Can you put the kids to bed tonight? I pull it every Wednesday night. It's like my night off. Sorry, 7:30, like I have one-on-one calls and then I go into team call. But if you're just jumping on, great example, make sure you mute your line, right? We don't want to like bust our eardrums out. Mute your line. If not, we've got Nicola, who's our ninja sniper, who will sniper you out and make sure she mutes your line. But I'm so excited because we have the amazing new Chris Downing on our team call tonight. We have had some phenomenal faces in Epic Empire. We've had Carl Degler, we've had Autumn Calabrese, we've had Joel Freeman. But tonight we have an amazing person. And what do I say that? I had firsthand experience in Punta Cana experiencing his workout. Y'all. I'm Southern girl, sorry. Y'all.
I was wondering.
I'm from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, so I say y'all a lot. Look, I even got my country music shirt on. But I was in Punta Cana. A lot of us here on this call did his workout, right? And he pulls it out of you. Whatever you've got, whatever junk you're dealing with, and hesitations, and struggles, and battles, and walls, like he breaks all that crap down and really forces you to push past those limitations that you set for yourself, which I think in the Beachbody community, we are super excited to have this type of personality, this type of heart, this type of drive in our catalog. So we might even have a mix of challengers on this call. I invited some of my challengers, my Rockstar challengers, to the call. So we might have some customers along with coaches here tonight. But we're super pumped, Chris, to hear what you have to say about the Shift Shop, right? I'm like, the Shift Shop. This sounds awesome.
Did a commercial.
And we're super pumped to hear your knowledge, what it's going to bring to our customers and our challengers, and what it's going to do for our lives. So I'm going to give you the floor and let you speak.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me. This is fun.
We'll have that a few times. We can.
Am I good?
Yeah.
All right. So basically, the way this kind of works kind of smooth for me is if I like everybody to be free and just kind of be expressive. And this isn't a shy moment. This is kind of like, Starbucks coffee night, you know what I mean? Just ask questions and I'll just answer them and we'll have fun. And hopefully, by the time the call's over, everybody leaves the call feeling, recharged, reinvented, and, ready to tackle tomorrow.
Awesome. So do you want to do a Q&A style? I can line that up for you.
Line it on up.
All right. So I just one at a time, go ahead and write your question, or you can unmute your line, whatever you want to do. We'll get started that way. Actually, Dina, you go ahead. You go first.
Wave to me first, because there's so many of y'all. I don't want to be all cross-eyed over here.
Dina, you got to wave like this. And I'm right here.
I can raise my hand.
All right, all right, you're right.
What's up? So I'm excited about this. So is it more for advanced fitness folks, or is it a little bit of all of, intermediate, beginners, or modifiers, or it looked pretty hardcore? I'm excited about it.
Well, this program is for anybody who wants to be better. It's that simple. It's for anybody who, feels like they're stuck in a rut. Anybody who feels like they know that, they have purpose and it's much more in them, just haven't been able to manifest it. It's for anybody who is sick and tired of being sick and tired. But most importantly, it's for anybody who wants to serve and become the best they can be so they can empower others. So, yeah, it's for every human being in this world.
I love it. Can't wait. Thanks for being here.
We have Denise Hebert. You want to answer or ask your question? Go for it, girl. You can unmute your line.
Hi. I got questions from my audience.
Okay.
So they have interesting questions, but one girl wants to know, will this allow her to gradually add something new and harder that she'll definitely stick with, that will help her lose pounds when she gets stuck, when she plateaus?
Well, my advice to her is, before she even starts, any program for that matter, she has to change her mindset. She can't go in there with, thoughts of, is this going to do this for me because I tend to do this or I tend to that. She's gotta write her goals down and ask herself, what does she really want for herself? What is her goals? And I don't mean the goals that are safe. I want goals that you may have given up on, things that, because we all get it. We all get these mental glimpses, these mental pictures of our potential, and sometimes we just shut it down. So before she even starts any program, Core de Force, my program, any program, she's got to first lay her goals out on the line, and then what happened? We good?
We're having to Skype for the unmuted line. Sorry.
And then most importantly, just trust. I believe the program is strong enough. It's so balanced with humor and there's motivating moments in there. But most importantly, that program is full of love and it's welcoming for all fitness levels, for anybody who just wants to take a step further to improve themselves. So yeah, she's going to be fine.
Okay. And the next two are more limitation centered. One of them is, if you have bad knees, such as you can't even stand up without pushing yourself up with your arms, will you be okay with this program? And the other one is, she's very excited about the program, but she has a healed torn meniscus and wants to make sure she would be all right within her limitations.
Yeah, she has to definitely work within her limitations. She has to, obviously slow down. There's zero impact for the modifiers. And then, what's really cool about those two, their situation? So they both have a setback, right? They have this adversity, this crutch. So they get to put themselves in a position to really make the shift. They get to visualize having their knee being fully functioning, the best it's ever been, the strongest it's ever been, the meniscus completely healed. So when they approach it, they don't always have to rely on modifications. If they start visualizing themselves operating and performing at an optimum level and engage with that vision mentally, engage with it emotionally, and understand that that's possible for them, their bodies are going to heal themselves just because of the positive love and energy and the faith that you have in your knee. You see what I'm saying? And then what's so unique about that is, week one, she may do, an exercise a particular way, but then she has to celebrate that. She can't have any fear. I said it before. What is fear? Fear is false evidence appearing real. So it's like you're creating this fear that doesn't exist. I'm not being mindful of the injury. I'm just saying, look past the injury. Use it, go towards the injury, just so you can completely set yourself free from it. Does that make sense?
It does. Thank you. And on a personal note, I just wanted to say I worked out with you in the Dominican, and you made me cry.
Oh, man.
No, it was a good cry. It was a really good cry.
Was it cleansing?
It was cleansing. It was phenomenal. I can't wait for this to get here. So thank you very much.
Thank you for crying.
And that's what he promised. He's like, I'm going to make you cry if you come tomorrow. We're like, oh, great. It's like therapy session. It's fantastic. Yeah. All right, Jennifer Hester, you had a question. Go ahead.
Hey, Chris.
Where you be?
Okay, so I also have 3 questions. 2 of them are pretty short, but my first question is, are we good?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I was wondering where your inspiration for creating this program came from.
It came from it came from my gift. My gift, it doesn't have a prejudice. It doesn't have a race. It doesn't have a size. It doesn't have a limitation. It doesn't have any type of, this is for, back home I train athletes. So it's not just for athletes. It's genuinely for people who want to be better. I just see the world as a nice group of the world is broken, man. People are confused. They're broken. They need hope. They're unsure of their future. They're relying on the president. They think the president has all the answers, but everything you need is already within you. The president doesn't have the answers to your future. You have the answers. You're the creator of it. So the program was designed for everybody to just, understand that if it's one person to care about them, it's me. And I took, a lot of my past hurts and pains, and I poured it into this project because I never wanted a person to feel the way I felt when I was in my most broken state. And so I channel that, and I just literally pour out into people to get them to understand that whatever it is holding you back, or whatever it is you're struggling with, all you need is an idea, and that could change your whole world. All you need is a thought. All you need is a glimpse of your potential and everything you was put on this earth and created to do. And once you get that glimpse, you gotta accept that that's who you are. And so, yeah, my motivation for this is to see people happy, to see families restored, to see depression broken, anxiety broken, get people off of medicine, just so people can really see life through different lenses. So, yeah, that's why it's for everybody. If it wasn't for everybody, then I didn't do my job, man. Then I wouldn't have created it.
Okay, and then my other two questions are, when we talk to people about programs and what program is going to fit them, because not these programs aren't cookie cutters, they're not always good for everybody. But when we go to describe if someone's telling us what their goals are, how would you describe your program? And can you tell me a little bit about the progressions, like once you repeat the program or as you get deeper into the program, how do you progress it to make it more difficult?
It's difficult. All right, so as you know, it's a ramp up. It's week 1 is 25 minutes. That's kind of like the icebreaker. It's the groundbreaker, just getting your body moving in basic fitness movements. And then there's week 2, it extends 35 minutes. Week 3 extends another 10 minutes to 45 minutes. And so that's the challenge in itself right there. And then if you want to cycle through it again, you will pick up at week 2, week 3, and then super speed and super strength speed 50, which is week 4, which we don't talk about much because week 4 is it's legit, man. It's pretty challenging. So my whole point is, when you want to explain this to your people, customers, first thing you want to find out, and this is what I'm hoping that you guys really understand, is you got to meet each and every person right where they're at. What's their story? They're gonna tell you if they trust you. It's the reason why they came to you. What's their story? And once you know their story, that's how you know how to implement, the Shift Shop. First and foremost, here's a prime example. There was a guy who is extremely overweight, and he really isn't. He wants to lose the weight. He wants to get in better shape, but he just don't have the energy, right? So you know what I told him? He said, "What do I do in this situation?" I said, "Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna think this is funny. I want you to get your favorite beverage, and I want you to put that DVD in when you get it and just watch it. Because there's so much positivity in there. If I can get this man to watch 21 days of this every night, I bet you I can get him to do a jumping jack. Just because it's so uplifting and it's speaking to every single person. And it's hard for it not to resonate with you. So I would first and foremost find out what their story is, and then trust that your genius level talent is going to guide them in the right direction. That's it.
Awesome sauce. All right. So we have a question from Tiffany, and apparently she's not wearing makeup, so she doesn't want to ask.
You're not wearing makeup? I'm not wearing makeup either.
That's probably a good thing. How long is the program? Is it so we know it's 3 weeks, right? Or 4 weeks, right? 3 weeks. Is the typical workout, is it 30 minutes or is it tend to extend past that?
25 minutes the first week.
Okay.
It's 6 days a week, 25 minutes, alternating between strength and cardio. Mm-hmm. And then the next week is 35 minutes, alternating between strength and cardio 6 days a week. And the third week is 45 minutes. So if you just do the basic 21 days, it's 25 minutes. So if you cycle again, and week 2, week 3, and then week 4.
You don't do the first week.
You don't need to do the first week. Yep, you go right to week 2. Week 2 and say a prayer.
I love it. And I heard you talk a little bit about intermittent fasting and different things like that. What is the meal plan like?
So the meal plan is the exact same way. It just in the first week, your body's getting it kind of complements the people need energy, so you get carbs. The second week, the training intensifies, but the carbs drop, right? The third week, the training goes to an even higher level and you get 0 carbs. Now, here's the part that's so powerful about that. Most of us are prisoners to our taste buds anyway, and we're carb controlled, right? So I want you to understand when you do this meal plan that I'm not taking anything from you. I'm giving you something. I'm giving you a glimpse of how powerful of a person you really are. So I use this method when I, like for modeling jobs and acting jobs, I would know, wait till I was a month out and I just want to lean out. So what I would do is I would just cold turkey cut my carbs. Now I can't cold turkey cut my carbs with you guys. You go kill somebody. So no, don't want to do scale down to your liking. So anyway, I would cut these carbs, right? And about day 4, 5, day 6, 7, my body is just unhappy. I'm tired. I'm irritable. I may get a headache. And then I start realizing, like, man, my body is pouting. Like, why is my body pouting? And so I realized at that point, I'm in a vulnerable state. Right? I want to run back to the stuff I was eating that kept me comfortable. Because why wasn't my body pouting when I was eating the other stuff? It was comfortable. So then it went off. It clicked in my head like, dude, I had a goal, and I know I'm in a vulnerable state. I officially those symptoms told me I officially left my comfort zone. Now, any steps that I make moving forward is leading me towards that goal. So I would end up going through it for a month. Get to my photo shoot, I'm leaner, my complexion is better, my brain is clear, I'm smiling more, I'm happy, and that resonates to the camera. And I'm thinking, I think I figured out something. So what we had to do to scale it down for everyone else is to kind of guide them into it. And that's the concept. That's when you really grow as a person, when you remove those carbs. Trust me.
Absolutely. I don't know, you take carbs away from a woman, it can get kind of dangerous.
Oh, yeah, it gets official. I got women at my gym. I'm like, do you have carbs today? No. Here, go in my refrigerator and eat an apple or something.
Love it. So what about equipment? What kind of equipment do we need for this program?
The Beachbody agility markers and medium to light dumbbells. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. So simple. See how thoughtful I was?
All right, hold on. Let's see here. How long are the workouts? We already answered that. Is there more than one day like core to force? No, let me know. Amanda Brady, do you want to ask your question?
Hi.
Where you at?
You might have to go through screens to find her.
Oh, snap.
I'll keep waving.
Oh, there you go.
Hey. So first thing, I worked out with you in Punta Cana, and I just had major hip surgery in November, and your workout did not bother my hip at all. So to people who have injuries like that, I don't think that it's really going to bother them. So thumbs up.
Yes,
Second, second, I have celiac disease, so it means I have a gluten allergy. What do you recommend for the meal plan? Do you have stuff for people like me who can't eat like everybody else?
Guess what? I have a gluten allergy.
Woohoo!
So yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Just I mean, there's a list on there. It's like the most incredible grocery list ever on this program, and you can just pick and choose. And you know me, well, we both know with a gluten allergy, we don't play around with that. So
no,
choose everything that's gonna keep you, feeling good. So it's very,
awesome.
very, 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 very good for that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Welcome. Anybody else on this page?
Like Ollie said, there's 3 pages.
3?
Yeah, there's 3.
Let me see who's on Well, what's up, guys?
Hello.
What's up, Paige?
I have a question.
Where you at? Wave to me. Okay.
Can you see me? Can you see me? I'm waving.
Okay, you got on that page. There you go.
Hi. So first off, thank you for being on the call with us. This is absolutely amazing for you to be here with us. So thank you. I wanted to know if, do you leave the ground a lot? Do you do plyo moves for people who have knee issues? Like I can do, actually I was in the middle of doing my 21-day Fix Extreme workout. So that's got some jumping moves, plyo moves. Do you have plyo moves in your workouts? And if so, is it like more than one day?
Did you see the trailer?
I did, but I can't recall if there was actually like jumping moves.
How many black guys you know can jump that high?
Well, I must have seen the wrong one then.
No, seriously, there's some great plyo moves in there. And
You jump over cones, right?
I was jumping over people.
I mean, I can't jump over people.
No, but yeah, there's some plyo moves in there, and there's also the modification to it is incredible. So I would challenge you to, start out comfortable and listen in your spirit, man. If you feel like, I need to go for this one, go for it. Don't question yourself. You may not be able to hop around, the whole program, but if you get that itch, scratch it, go for it. Why not? You see what I'm saying? I just don't want any of you guys operating in fear under any circumstance. It's just it's so.
Fear is what holds us back.
It just holds you back because once you start fearing one thing, then all of a sudden you're locked in it, and then its cousins come and they start making you fear. I know you walking around here terrified of everything. So use wisdom for sure. But if you feel that itch, like, I feel like I can do that. That's something resonating from inside you saying, take a leap. Take it.
Thank you.
And then once you land softly and your knee doesn't hurt, celebrate that. It's just little stuff, little baby stuff, just of gratitude along the way until you completely restore your body to where it needs to be so you don't have to modify it. I know this is probably like so left field, right? Y'all was expecting me to say, don't jump across the floor. No, jump, man.
Well, I think in our minds, a lot of times we create things that aren't necessarily necessary for when we're doing our workouts. We can actually push a little further than we think we can.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's scary for somebody to tell us that, but I don't know. I love it. All right, Carla Perry, you got a question. Go for it, girl. You got to wave your hand so he can find you.
I see you.
Okay.
Yep.
My lighting is so bad in here. You got me?
I got you.
Okay. So first of all, I want to just praise you about how amazing your heart is, because listening to you in the Dominican, and I have some friends who are in your test group, and of course they don't tell me anything other than how great you are. But just listening to your heart when you're talking right now about how to love on people and encourage them, it really is very, very powerful. So good for you. Great job. My question for you is, what do you think is more important during this program, the physical agility or the mental agility for someone who's brand new coming into this?
I think what's most important is the mental agility. And the reason why I say that is because once you get that glimpse and you really let it resonate with your mind, that you can do anything. If you believe in yourself, you have the right support system, you're going to take that experience and go out to your life and just be so successful and just create so many other things, because you'll use the Shift Shop experience as your foundation. I just feel like, you look at people and you look at everyone's potential, and we were all put on this earth to do something, right? Great. I believe it. I believe we all have genius level talent. But what is it that's holding us back? There's some kind of fear, or there's some kind of, I tell the other calls I'm on, we got to be so careful of not allowing other people's insecurities to attach to our life. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's our circle of influence. It could be people we know, friends that, they haven't got a glimpse of their potential. So because they haven't gotten a glimpse of their potential, They don't want you to get a glimpse of yours. That's why you end up getting judged and persecuted right out the gate when you're heading in the right direction, because it makes them uncomfortable. You see what I'm saying? So it's important to like really know what you want, because when you know what you want and you really, really resonate with it, when that stuff starts to surface, you already know what it is. Then you can just deal with it from a distance, but keep your focus. But if you don't know what it is, oh, you're not going to make it. Oh, really? Oh, because you didn't, huh? Yeah, you're right. That would be too challenging. Now they got you all out your zone. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Guys, man, I'm telling you, I'm going to say it right now, and I know it's going to happen. Something is about to shift in this coaches network. I'm feeling it. And the only reason is because of what I'm experiencing in the coach group, because I spend so much time with them. I send them, we do a weekly call, a live call on Sundays. I send them a video every morning and every night. And it's the group, everyone's transparent. We're talking about different things. And I'm telling you, I keep telling them, I say, guys, if you get a glimpse of who you really are, not the broken you, not the one that's in fear, that's questioning you, you get a glimpse of who you are, your team is going to skyrocket. And it's not, people say, well, how do I go out and get more people? That's not it. Work on yourself. People are going to come to you because they're going to have. You become infectious. Work on yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You got to ask yourself this. Would you want to be around a person who's always broken? No, because they're going to take you down. But if you see a person and you just see they walk with a different swag, I mean, they just kind of carry themselves different, you want a piece of that. Like, you want to know, why are you that way? Why are you so infectious? Then you just take whatever it is from that person and you add it to what you're working on, amongst other things that you're using to build your new identity, which I call reinventing yourself. Once you get solid at that, guess what? People are going to come, they're going to be drawn to you. See, people always tell me, like, around home, man, Chris, you're the man. Dude, no, I'm not. You're not attracted to me. You're attracted to my gift. That's what it is. Like, and that's why this whole experience, it just doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me because I know it's bigger than me. I'm not that good. I have a gift, guys. I know how to use the gift. I know the gift is meant to serve other people. The moment I think I'm doing all this, I'm going to fail. I'm going to get in front of the gift. It's going to be ego-based, and it's going to be bad. So I'm aware that everyone is with their Punta-Cana. That was my gift, man. I'm just fortunate enough to be able to walk it out. You see what I'm saying? Once you get all this stuff and put it in the right perspective, life gets a lot easier.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
That was amazing. Can I capture what you just said and
Yeah, I don't remember what I said.
It's recorded.
Recorded it.
That is huge for our coaching journey, because I get that as a coach that's been in this for 4 years, and they're like, but how do you post and get people that want to join? Because you have to be infectious. Like you just said, you have to present yourself in a way that people are like, oh my gosh, what the heck does she have going on with her life that makes her so joyful and so happy and so energetic? And then they come to you and they want to know, and they want to know the answers. And it's not about you. It's about this experience that you're presenting before them that they are attracted to. So I love that you said that. There was an amazing moment at Punta Cana for those of you that weren't there. I think this was on the second day. There was a girl that he had asked to come on. We were in the second wave, the coral wave, by the way. And there was a young lady that he had asked to come on stage and do a challenge where she had to do, I think they were like the bear position.
Yeah.
And he had to put the hat on her back, and she couldn't drop the hat, or we all had to do, 100 burpees or 50
burpees or something like that.
And as soon as she was about to walk on stage, there was this moment where she's like fumbling really quick to grab her tank top. She wanted to grab it because all she had was a sports bra on. We're all like sweaty, disgusting sports bra. We don't care if we got rolls hanging out. We're just working out, right? And she goes to grab it, like, no. And he, go ahead and share that moment. What was that moment, Chris? That was amazing.
Well, she was in front of the stage in her sports bra, working out, sweating like everybody else. She was she was happy. She was working out. So I called her up, and she took like 3 steps, froze, went back down, grabbed her tank top, and came to the stage. And I'm like, no, no, you haven't been wearing it. So in her mind, she's about to be in front of all these people and she's about to be exposed, right? So I have daughters, and I always press them. I always, tell my daughters how beautiful they are and what they represent. So I look at this woman and I'm thinking that was fear of being judged, fear of not being good enough, not worthy to be on this stage, to be herself. That's just crippling. So no, threw it down. You're going to do this just like you did it down there. What she ended up getting was praised, loved, supported. I think one of the trainers got down with her. The hat didn't fall off, completely set free from that moment, man. It's just, and that's it. But you got to go back to, as she's going in full speed, because the energy is in there, something right away, grab your shirt. Mm-hmm. That's just how quick it can be. You got to be able to just catch that bad boy like, no, why don't you come up here on the stage with me so I can get rid of you? you know what I mean? It's just one of those things, man. But yeah, that's what happened. It was pretty powerful stuff.
It was a powerful moment. And I think that's something that this program embraces, and you as a trainer, you embrace, is getting rid of those insecurities and those doubts and those fears, because those are the things that tend to limit us when we pursue whatever program it is we're doing. And you do such an amazing job of really ripping that out, getting rid of it, and then just focusing on achieving our goals and the reason why we started the program. Yeah. All right, so last question, because I don't have any more in the chat. Just share with us a little bit about, like, we don't know you, like, what's going on with you? How did you become a trainer? How did you fall in love with fitness? Like, what's your story?
It was probably, it had to be it was my uncle. That was the only way that this would have even been possible, because prior to that, all I did was modeling and acting. That was it. And so he had a dream about it, and he told me about the dream. We went on a trip, and him and I, to go visit my great uncle. And they were in the kitchen making breakfast. I came downstairs and they were looking through my portfolio, and my uncle said, we've been talking. What's your plan A if modeling doesn't work out? And I was like, acting, because I did both. He said, what's your plan B? I said, acting. He was like, no, what about career-wise? This is my career. Because I'm a very stubborn person. If it's something I want to do, I'm not going to let anybody talk me out of it. That's just who I am. And so he said, no, but let's think career-based, Chris. We think you need to become a trainer. And I was like, nah, I'm not interested in that. He said, why not? I said, because I'm going to go on these castings and people are going to I'm going to have to cancel clients. And I don't want to go through that. So anyway, we came back to Ohio, and about a couple months later, my uncle, he died unexpectedly of a heart attack. Well, right before he passed away, he called me 4 days after the trip, and he was like, I need to talk to you. He lived about half a block from me. So I went down to his house. He said, nephew, I got to tell you about this dream I had. And I was like, okay. And he was like, so you had this product, and it was global, and it was like crazy. Like, it was, people's lives were being changed. Depression, anxiety. I mean, it was like a total reinvention. People were just going out, accomplishing great things, wearing your clothes. And I'm sitting there like, dude, I don't want nothing to do with this. You know what I mean? And he said, just shelf it for right now. Just shelf it. But just know this dream is powerful. So then I didn't tell this part of the story. This is crazy. So then it was that night I went to one of my friends called, said, hey, man, why don't you come to this church service with me? I was like, man, I don't want to go to church. And he was like, no, it's a revival. It's a really good speaker. I'm like, nah. I said, okay. So I tried to blow him off, and finally, because I'm a man of my word, he called me the last day. He said, you come in, man? I said, yeah, I'll come. So I'm at this church service, and I'm sitting in the front row, and I'm antsy. I'm ready. I want to leave. So I already had it planned out. I said, okay, as soon as they go to worship, I'm getting out of here. So they started preparing for worship, started singing. I grabbed my stuff. I go to stand up. The pastor said, stop the music. Young man, you right there. There's something really big you're going to do in this global. Get ready. So now I'm about to freak out. Because it's like I just heard it from my uncle, and then this guy tells me something big's about to happen, and it's going global. I'm like, all right. So I leave. Buddy called, hey, man, you want to come back to church tomorrow? I said, nah, man. I just went to one church service. He said, just come to the next one. This was really good, pastor. So I went to church the next day. Again, getting ready to leave. The preacher, she was a female. She walked by me. She stopped, backed up, turned around and pointed to me. She was like, you're going to do something really big globally, and it's going to change a lot of people's lives. I'm sitting there thinking, like, are these people talking? So it was just 3 different people that didn't know each other. So anyway, my uncle passed away. They found him in a bathtub. He had a heart attack in the shower. He was in the shower for 12 hours before he was found. And so it kind of broke me up, man, because he was like my father figure. He was my best friend. And so for 4 months, I went into the biggest depression because I just couldn't understand. He had so much life to live, and I didn't have that outlet anymore. I didn't have that person to go to. So about 6 months later, I woke up one day and I just said a prayer, and I was like, dude, I'm having a hard time, and you got to help me. I said, the only way I'm going to be able to shake this is if you live through me, and I'm going to do what you want me to do, but you got to help me, man. And so I'll give the trainer situation an opportunity. So then I took some of the proceeds from his death and opened up a gym. But I needed to challenge this dream because I really didn't want to do it. I just wanted to feel better. So I had to challenge the dream. So I put I opened a gym and put it in the most racist town in Ohio, right downtown. I'm telling you the truth. I put it in the most racist town, downtown, in the heart. They had like meetings to get me out of there and everything. So it was a football town, and the football coach, he said, I don't want any of you kids training with that guy uptown. Okay, fine. So I'm there. All of a sudden, all these pro guys are coming to my gym. C.J. McCollum plays for the Portland Trail Blazers. Costa Koufos plays for the Kings, and Devin Smith for the New York Jets. And so some of the Colts players were coming, and then some of their rival players were coming. So 2 of the parents walked in my gym and was like, we want you to train our kids. I know the coach doesn't want them, but we want you to train our kids. I said, okay. So I trained them all summer. They went back to camp, bigger, faster, stronger. They went to the season, had their 5th losing season. After the season was over, coach pops up in my gym. Hey, man, I saw what you did with Julian Garrett. You know, I'm interested in you training the team. I said, okay, coach, I'll train him, but it has to be my way. He said, okay, no problem. Well, he didn't know that I knew that he was on the hot seat. He was going to get fired if he had one more losing season. So I trained these kids for 4 months. The first thing I did when I got there is I didn't want it to be about race. I wanted to love on these boys, man. I wanted them to form a brotherhood, and that's what happened. They went into the season. They were the smallest they've ever been in school history. Went 10-0, went to the playoffs, and he got a 5-year extension, and that was it, man. After that happened, it was all she wrote. So, and then Carl ended up finding me on YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah, so all my videos went to YouTube.
That is incredible. What a story.
Yeah.
You guys share that. I hope you're about to come into Summit in July, and you're about to be embraced by the largest family you've ever had.
I don't know, man. Where's she at? Where's the one lady at? Any more African Americans on here? We got big families too.
Yeah, that's we got Sue. Sue's on here. She's Blasian. That's what she says, right?
Oh, all right.
She's
I got cousins I never even heard of now.
We have a few more. Actually, Jade's not on here. She's our Black Beauty. She's gorgeous. Anyways, all right. Well, I am so excited for all of us. Who's working out with Chris at Summit? Who's got their hand up? We got like people from all over.
Man.
Yeah. I'm going to be on stage with Autumn, but there's a lot of people from our team that's going to be in your workout. So we're so excited. We're excited for you to experience the love that Beachbody has, and that super workout where you're going to be leading like 30,000 people in a workout in New Orleans. Is that not incredible? Oh, yeah. And now you have to take a bazillion selfies and have long lines of people waiting for you to take. And your life is about to completely change.
Oh man!
You ready for that?
I guess.
I love it. And your heart is super humble. So I know that it's going to stay that way, and we will promote your program. We're so excited to bring our challengers through it. The lives that are on here right now represent literally thousands of lives that are going to be changed by the Shift Shop. So we're super pumped. We're going to be running a team-wide test group for all of our customers. And so it's going to be an incredible experience. Thank you so much, Chris Downing, for sharing your heart, your story, for answering our questions, and taking the time away from your evening. So
thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Have an amazing night. We love you, Chris. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.